everybody, so today I'm doing a Shein haul. This is all resin charms. They are for like decadent projects, junk case, and for like nail charms and stuff. And I just did a haul I posted that was from Temu, and my other stuff was always from Temu. This is the first time I've ever used Shein, and I wanted to kind of compare if it was basically the same things or if they're different and if the prices are better. I spent about 50 bucks for this whole haul. I had like a coupon and then there's like discounts. It's a little confusing because when you click on it, it might say one price, but then when you put it in your cart, it's a different price and usually a higher price. So anyways, this is what I got. So let's go through it. I really like this. This was $3.78 and this is 80 charms. There was supposed to be assorted. I didn't pick pink, but they wound up being majority pink with some blue. But this was definitely probably a great deal out of for like candy type charms and stuff, because I've bought a lot of candy charms and they're always the most expensive ones. But I like too that it comes with this case, and I counted these. There are 80 of them. And I have had some of these before. Obviously I've had these. I have these. I actually have the mold for these. I have this mold already. So I haven't used it. Again, I think I mentioned before in my last video that I might be doing, this is resin, so I'll probably try this with resin and then maybe like clay. I do have some molds. Okay, so there's Luna. Hello, Luna. So this is a Sanrio case, and I got, had gotten another one in my last haul from AliExpress. This one is different. There is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5 of each one, so that would be 60. So there's 60 charms, and this was $3.90. I like that they come in these little cases. They're very cute. So definitely super cute. Hi, Phoenix. Oh, my kitties loves to come up here when I'm filming. So this is the one I got from Temu, and then this is the one I got from Shein, and they are not exactly the same. Interesting. So this one has the frogs. If you look and see, these are a little different. They're different. So it's not the same exact. So that's nice that they're different and they're not exactly the same. Very similar though. And let's see. So this one, let's check the price. So this was $4.87, the Temu one, and then the Shein one was $3.90. It's $1, pretty much $1 cheaper to buy it on Shein. So these were $1.77, and they are just a bunch of little teeny tiny hearts. You can see them, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So there's 12 different colors. And then I got, for the $1.85, this is little teeny tiny flowers. And these were very small. And as I said in my last video, they look a lot bigger when you're looking online. I expected them to be small, not quite this small. But again, these are nail charms, so they are meant to be small because they're supposed to go on your nails. I can't really complain about that. Here is some little flat back crystals or rounds. I like that they come in these little cases. So this was candy and kind of a mixture of different candy stuff. This was $3.22, and it had a mixture of candies and different charms, nail charms. So $3.22. Various different kinds of bows, lollipops. Tiny, tiny little candies, some more little candies from flowers. These are the hearts and stuff. So cute. This is $1.50. These are hearts. I kind of figured there'd be more in here. It didn't say the number, not that many in here, but it's $1.50. Cute. Again, when you're looking at them, it looks bigger. The cases, like, for sure, these cases look much bigger, but they do give measurements. You have to know, like, your centimeters and stuff. And it's kind of, to me, like a live and learn kind of thing. Like, if it's not too expensive, then I don't mind, like, trying it out to see, you know. And from all these prices, I also had, I think, like $14 off on all these prices. So I wasn't kind of, you know, again, I'm just trying to see what they kind of look like. Now, here are some blue. Let's see. This was $2.78, and there is, I like these. How many are these? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 8. So this is 20 for $2.78, which is kind of expensive for 20. I actually have the gummy bear mold. I do have that, so I can make the gummy bears. So here is a blue pack. This was 20 pieces and it's $2.61. And these are the blue ones. So I was kind of wondering if these were going to be like the blue ones I ordered from blue ones that I ordered from Temu, and they are different because the blue ones I got from Temu looked like were these. So these are bigger and they're not the same. These were more like matte and not as shiny. These are a little different, so they're not the same. I got a couple of these. This was a 30 pack for $2.36, and these are the sea creatures. And this is, I think these might be the same as the ones I got from, so let's see. Let's see, I'm pretty sure these are exactly the same as the ones I got from Temu. Are they the same? Okay, so this one has turtles and this one has like the little seahorses. This one does not have seahorses. And this one has the brown fish, but the starfish are more orange here. Does this one have the clams, the shell clams? So this package is the same, but this package is different. I don't know. Interesting. These were $2.51 for 30. Okay, and it definitely, I want to do frames, so like especially like decadent type frames, so this will go along well with the sea ones, I think, the shells. The only thing is they have these pearls, and I know one had already fallen off. And I don't think the pearl was in, this one's missing it, and I don't think it wasn't in the bag to replace. I could probably find one though. I probably have like a bead or something. This was $2.01 for 30 pieces. And I feel like these prices were better than Temu prices for candy. And some of these are the same. They're a lot similar. Again, I have a mold for this one. I haven't used them yet for these two. And again, I don't know if I'm gonna do like clay. I have this one. So I don't know if I'm gonna do clay. This is cute. This is basically the same. I ordered two. I don't know if they're the same content exactly. They're a little different because they got the darker chocolate. Okay, so same but different. So you get different things in them. I got a 60 pack, and they were different sellers of the sea creatures. Again, I believe these are the same. Let's see, or maybe they're like the other ones. They have. Okay, so this is like the other ones I got from Temu that had the fish, so, and the turtles, but they had these, and I don't think the other one had these, but very cute. And these don't have the little seahorses because they have the fish. So 60 for $2.61 compared to, let's compare the price. Definitely a better deal than the Temu one, because the Temu one was $30 for $1.74. So you got double for like less than $1 more, and you got double. So the Shein price was better. Okay, I got this pack was $2.78 for 30 pieces, and these are bigger. They're like a mat, and they're almost like pieced together, like they come in separate pieces. It's just the mold. So I got this. These have a weird smell to them though. They don't smell good. Oh, there's a couple more in there that didn't come out. Right, so this pack was $2.36 for 30. And this is just little characters, little teddy bears, and kind of little dragons. Or dinosaurs. Panda bears. Little puppies, so just various little animals. These were really pretty. I definitely would like to put these on frames. This was just 10 pieces for $1.45. Those were a little pricey, so they came with glue dots. So if I could get a good deal on something like this, I would definitely buy more of these, especially on a frame or something. I think these will look pretty. This was 20 pieces for $1.26. These I'm not too. These are little teddy bear. They're resin. They're transparent. These are going to be good for the smaller ones that I bought. These are definitely like nail charms. Last video I was showing how I bought the wrong acrylic blanks, but I didn't open the package because I wasn't sure if I was going to return them. Basically they're these, and this comes off, and then they're clear acrylic. This is like a coating, and I'll definitely post the video when I make some. I've made some trial ones, but these, I'll use the nail charms, the really small charms for these kind of things. And in my last haul, I had already bought 100 of these. These were $5. The other ones were almost $7, so they were more money, but I thought I had bought a bigger size, and I want to buy in the same size. I don't know how I measured, I checked. I don't know how I screwed it up, but I did. Okay, so these are 40 pieces for $2.63. These are candies and flowers, lollipops. They are kind of, some of them are just very plain. There's some bows. They do have this, they do have a mold for this. The problem with, this is one broken piece. Some of these molds is, and I can show you, I like doing the UV resin, and they're like the orange or like the thicker molds, and you cannot do UV resin in them. They have to be more of the silicone clear molds and not the colored molds. And the resin doesn't cure like the UV. So then you have to do regular resin, which you have to like cure like over a period of a couple days. And this is 40 pieces for $2.18. And these are the small nail charms. So these are all Hello Kitty. Just different Hello Kitties. Alright, here's another candy. This was 30 for $2.69. Here we got more candy. And as you can see, mostly similar. Oh, did I buy 3 packages of this? So, it's pretty much like this one. I only paid $2.02 for this one. This one was more, but it's exactly the same stuff. So, I probably, different seller. A couple different ones, but most of these are the same. Like glue dots. Oh, these came with like stickers. Foam, like, you know, dots, like sticky dots. And lastly, I have, this is another, like, kind of, are these food? This was 20 pieces for $1.36. So So you have this. Just to show you the mold, I keep saying how I have the mold. So I have this mold that I bought. It was a couple dollars. I got this mold. So this is the lollipops and has the candy, has an ice cream, couple ice cream cones, some of the hearts, and the sweet one that's kind of like, so let's see, and the ones in here. So I believe this is this mold, this one. And then it also has like kind of like these, like here, that one would be like that one. And this is, well, a smaller version of like that one. Is that it? This one has an M&M. So cute. The problem with these is you can't do the UV resin in these. They don't cure in this pink. At least if they do, leave a comment. But from my experience, I tried and they weren't curing in it. I don't know if you could take it out, like cure the top part of it and then take it out. I have to play around with it. This is the gummy bear mold, and this one, the UV does, you can do the UV in here, the UV resin. So again, I don't know, I'm gonna try to do regular resin. I'll have to do the 2-part epoxy resin in this, and or I might try using like clay and then putting resin over the clay. So we'll see, I'll experiment with that. So this is my resin charm haul from Shein. Again, this was the first time I ever bought from Shein. Overall, comparing it to the stuff I got on Temu, I feel like these were a little bit better prices, and I did not pay shipping. Overall, the whole thing cost me about $50 or maybe like $52. I had like some discount and it came out like there's coupons. I'm not sure how you get them or how they all work. There was supposed to be a 30% coupon for my first time off and it didn't apply. I never bought from Shein before. I'm not sure why it didn't apply, but it didn't work. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day.